This is how this country really works. This country ended in bankruptcy in 1933, and we were no longer able to govern ourselves. The Constitution was the law of the land, and still is, and that is the only law that was designed for the people to keep the government within bounds. But since we ended in bankruptcy, in other words, we're lacking, and there's something wrong in our spirits of the people of this country. So what they did is they hired the international bankers through the Federal Reserve Bank to issue money to keep this country going. Since we ran out of gold, we now hire the banker to create fiat currency, and the only way this fiat currency has value is through the birth certificate and social security card contracts. It is these contracts that enter you in as a volunteer to pay back the fiat currency through your federal income taxes on your income. You are now a slave to the international bankers through the social security card and the birth certificate contracts. You are now owned by the international bankers. Whenever you come in contact with the government, you are coming into contact with people who are in contract with the bankers. They're getting paid by the bankers through this fiat currency system. So whenever you try to find the truth through any government agent, cop, congressman, senator, anybody in the courthouse, anybody, you will never find the truth, because they don't know the truth, because they're all bankrupt. They're all working for somebody. They're working for the international bankers. We use their money, the Federal Reserve note. So now we are all slaves to this international banking system. So that is how our country works. They force their privileges on us. So even if you figure out the system and you try to break contract, you try to rescind your signatures on these contracts, the country is so bankrupt in mind and spirit that they will use force and coercion. That's why they have guns. To force you, using force and coercion and threats, to make you follow their bankruptcy. That is why bankruptcy is like a black hole. It sucks in every living thing that comes in its path, and the only way it can stop of it is if it is destroyed, like Germany, like all these nations in the past that became insolvent and destructive to their own means. This is the path America's on, and we are near the end. Even in Ezekiel 22, verse 4, it says that your days have come to a close because you have committed fornication with the idols of Babylon, which is fiat currency of this banking system. So that's how this country works.